So we got some news today, TJ, on the recruiting front that there's been a thong bomb put in for 2027 four-star safety Charles Woodson Jr. That's right, folks. The son of the legendary Charles Woodson, crystal balled to Michigan.
Yeah. It's one of those things where a lot of people feel it almost seems like the obvious situation for him to come to Michigan. But I mean, listen, we're not talking. The thing I want to stress too, for those who are unfamiliar with Charles Woodson Jr., yes, that's his dad, but he is an excellent player. I mean, John, I don't know if we have the huddle tape queued up. We didn't really talk about it. We were getting ready for our guests, but he's an excellent player, man. So now what's funny, John, is we are starting to see the 2027 class begin to take shape, right? We know we already have Peter Bork in the class, major. We know that Charles Woodson Jr., who is a very good player, very, very good player, is trending to Michigan. And the fact that Will Fong already put in a prediction, feeling confident about it, very exciting. So excited about that. I'm sure he'll be visiting soon. I don't know if he has anything scheduled yet, but looking forward to that. I mean, that's especially with the way Michigan's, I'm telling you right now, and we're going to get into it too. We got some DB targets we'll talk about with 2026, but the way this DB room, we talk about Grant Perry, Jaden Sanders. We know about Shamari Earls, a lot of hype around him as well. I feel this room is going to be stacked in the next 2 to 3 years, John. I feel like because Michigan's really pushing to land another. I know we lost out on Dorian Barney. Dorian Barney did decommit from Michigan, but at the end of the day, John, I think we're going to be in a great spot. Adding talents like this, Charles Woodson Jr., big time player, guys. Not afraid to hit either. His stature, you may think, wow, he's not the biggest guy. Doesn't matter. Pitbull. Nope. You'll find out. Yeah, he'll lay you out.
Still got that Michigan mentality. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree on Charles Woodson Jr.
Yeah, his dad didn't raise no bitch, bro. I'll tell you that right now. You watch his game, very physical player. Big fan, dude. I mean, you can already see, look, he's playing on the back end of this defense. Look at his read and react. Look at him just come down and hit him.
Yep.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is a good kid. This is not nepotism by any means. This is not just a name. This is a kid who will play on Saturdays and should be a good player. And I'm excited. I mean, look, he looks natural, bro. Very excited about him. You know what, John? We'll hit on another 2027, then we'll get into 2026. Yeah. But, well, big news. Dakota Guerrant, which we have talked about. The player who is planning to visit November 1st for the Purdue game, planning to visit November 29th for the Ohio State game. Dakota Guerrant is ranked in the 40s in the nation overall. I think he's the 8th ranked wide receiver, something along those lines. Out of Harper Woods, Michigan. Well, guess what, John?
What's up?
He was supposed to see Bill Belichick this weekend, but plans changed, John. He's coming to Ann Arbor.
Coming to see Wisconsin, huh?
Yeah, he said, you know what? I really don't want to meet your girlfriend, Bill, and decided he's coming home.
Sorry, Jordan.
So, 3 visits are scheduled right now for Dakota Guerrant. We talked about this for a while. I feel extremely, extremely confident we're going to see him in the class. Great relationship with Bryce Underwood. This is only going to strengthen, I think, Michigan's position here. And I feel, I don't know this, by the way, but just the way this recruitment is kind of feeling, this could be one of the more earlier than later commitments. And I don't mean like after this visit. I mean for 2027, we could potentially see him, I would say, commit early in 2026, the year of 2026. So excited, man. Dakota Guerrant's big time. Like that is the type of talent you add to the room if you want to increase the talent deficit in the room. And he is that. And he very well could play early. Very well could play early. So I'm excited about that. Now we can give an update on our 2026 guys. Nick Abrams, we've been talking about it. Nick Abrams, who we talked about last week, that Michigan was becoming aggressive in pursuing their number 1 target, John. Well, guess what, John? He's also visiting this weekend.
He's visiting too.
The buzz is real, bro. The buzz is real. I mean, listen, he is committed to Georgia, but let's just call it like it is, boys. Whoever shows the most love and gives the best opportunity, if you will,
Yeah.
I think it's going to get Nick Abrams, and I think Michigan can put themselves in a position to land Nick Abrams. I think it's big time. Nick Abrams is my favorite linebacker target. My second favorite linebacker target right now out of the linebacker targets we are after. DQ Forkba, we all thought, not all, but many of us thought it was done. It was over. We thought potentially, he wasn't going to be visiting Michigan, Well, word is, no. Word is he is still in contact and planning to visit Michigan, and the contact is real, and it's still in a good place. So, and we'll give a shout out to EJ Hound on that. He's the one who's kind of been the vocal one there versus a lot of other people who said there's nothing to see. There's others, no names, who have said there's, it's not much to see there. It appears that DQ Forkba is in fact still in play for Michigan. We are looking, we are definitely looking. Yeah, our boy Dairy Queen, if you know, you know. And then let's talk about the other. So it does appear, John, here's what it appears, right? It appears Michigan's looking to land another linebacker. It appears Michigan's looking to land an elite corner. Now let's talk about these corners. We talked about it last week, John. Well, we know about Khary Adams, committed to Notre Dame. We know about Devon Benjamin, Oregon. We know about Havon Finney of LSU. But let's talk about another corner. I have two for you. Havon Finney, or I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Danny Odom from Nebraska. Michigan has recently, actually, once Dorian Barney decommitted from Michigan and went to, I believe, Ole Miss. Danny Odom of Nebraska, another highly ranked kid around the 150 range. Michigan is currently in contact with and currently pursuing, and it doesn't hurt that we just beat Nebraska, right? So he saw us play very recently. The other corner that we need to discuss, John, is actually a kid I'm actually pretty high on, and that's Jamarion Vincent, who is currently committed to Baylor. Michigan and Lamar Morgan specifically is currently pursuing this one. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, between Adams, Benjamin, Finney, Odom, Vincent, all of these kids are like 150 or higher in the rankings. Devon Benjamin being my personal favorite. Michigan appears to be on attack mode. There will be a corner. There will be a corner, a high-end corner added to this class. It will happen. Who is it going to be?
I hope so, because this is the time to put the foot on the gas after losing Dorian Barney to Ole Miss, and to be fair, he has flipped his school quite a bit, and you think the writing was kind of on the wall with that one, and that's why they've been going so hard at some of these others.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting thought. I don't know. I mean, that's something maybe, a Sam Webb might know. I'm not sure. But I will say Michigan, but to your point, John, Michigan it's been the position that's outside of linebacker that's been the consistent here. It's interesting to see. The other interesting note that I want to give you guys an update on is Julian Walker. We all know one of the major edges we have in the class, currently committed, father of strength and conditioning coach at South Carolina. Well, he was planned to visit this weekend, but no more. But, John, he is planned to visit for the Ohio State game, which I don't think is a loss. I think that's actually a positive. Because if he can't, I'm going to tell you why. He really does love Michigan. Like his family really is impressed with Michigan. I believe this is actually a good thing. I believe if Julian Walker comes to the Ohio State game and Michigan wins that game, there ain't no way he's not coming to Michigan because the environment's going to be insane. The game has got to be obviously a well-played game. Even if it's like last year, it's still hard-fought, physical, even though I don't think it'll be like last year, by the way. I think it'll be more than just 10-13. But I think this is okay. I think it's just something we need to monitor. We obviously, and I'll stress this again, we don't want to lose Julian Walker. Like this would be that would hurt. Dorian Barney, we'll be all right. Like there's options. We got tons of talent. They're pursuing very high end players. We'll be okay. But
with Walker, I will say this. Who's South Carolina's biggest rival? Clemson? Yeah, that's nowhere near the intensity that he's going to experience being part of, in my opinion, the greatest rivalry in sports, regardless of winner or loser. And by the way, I think we're gonna beat those Buckeyes for the 5th year in a row. But at the end of the day, like he's gonna see passion and an intense dedication at the highest level on both sides of the ball.
Yes, and I expect Michigan to be playing very well at that point of the season. So I mean, I'm excited. Man. I think we're okay. We're just got to monitor that situation. We know it's a tough one. I mean, his dad literally goes to work every day for South Carolina. Like, there's going to be some influence. But we'll see where it goes, man. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I do anticipate as we enter October, there's going to be a lot more buzz, because here's why. The reason why there's a lack of buzz with a lot of programs with recruiting, one, a lot of the classes are full, but two, there just isn't a point to be public about what is going on or what moves are going to be made. It's going to heat up here because teams are going to start making their pitches to close, and you don't want to outbid yourself, even though it's going to happen to an extent. But the longer you can wait before other teams catch on to the fact that you're recruiting their players, the better for you, because then your offer doesn't need to be, reoffered 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right? You can, the reality is teams are very well aware of when the closing bell is, but we're also getting to the point where the season is coming to an end. There's a lack of visits. It's going to be interesting, but I do anticipate from October forward, this is going to heat up. Flip season's upon us, and this goes both ways. We just lost Dorian Barney, so we're well aware of this. But I think I feel strongly that I feel very strong that Michigan's going to end the class very strong. I do think it'll be a top 10 class. Do not think we're going top 5 unless something crazy happens, but we'll see. To be determined.